I'm joined now by Thomas Dempsey. He's a retired colonel with the U.S. Army. He's also a consultant specialized in security and rule of law in Sub-Saharan Africa. Sir, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
We just heard President Mugabe speak over there. Why wouldn't he say that he's resigning? What's your take of it?
Well, I suspect he's doing what he can to struggle to stay in power. He's been around a long time. A lot of people have underestimated him. His political obituary has been written many times, especially in recent years, and he's still around.
Do you think there is a grand bargain between him, his supporters, and his opposition in making that speech?
It's very tough to say what's going on inside Zimbabwe. It's not a particularly transparent state. It's a repressive, authoritarian regime. That said, it certainly looks to me like most of the supporters that Mugabe had within the party have been marginalized. A lot of them have been detained. I don't see much evidence of a supportive faction. I think it's significant that all 10 of the provincial party committees voted to expel him. And that's a change for Zanu-PF, the ruling party. I mean, it's been for almost 4 decades essentially a creature of Mugabe that did and said whatever Mugabe told it to do and say. For the first time, we see the party actually seeming to play a meaningful role in political processes, which it really hasn't in the past. Is Mugabe going to be able to roll back that development? It's tough to say. There seems to be a factional struggle going on inside the ruling party at this point, and it's certainly not clear to me not only who the winners and losers are likely to be, it's not real clear even who the factions are at this point.
So factions and inside the party, one thing that we can tell was that Emerson Mnangagwa, also known as the Crocodile, made a comeback after he himself was fired by Mugabe. He's a key player in all of this. What do you make of that?
Well, I think there's a question about how much of this is just Mnangagwa himself and how much of it is Mnangagwa as a representative of a broader faction within the party. And it certainly appears that there's a lot more to this than just the person of the fired vice president. A lot of the folks inside the party that have been associated with the security sector seem to be lining up with Mnangagwa against Grace Mugabe and some of the folks that have been associated with her faction, most of whom, it appears, have been detained. So I think the next few days are going to be telling in terms of what happens within the party. But I think the real key here is the opportunity this represents for real transformational change inside Zimbabwe. And Zimbabwe is in very, very bad shape. It's an economic wasteland. There's a real opportunity to see movement towards a more open, transparent, and fair political process, towards restoration of rule of law, towards addressing the endemic state corruption that has destroyed much of the Zimbabwean economy, and towards genuine economic reform that might get that economy back on its feet. So that opportunity is clearly there. Whether the party is going to be able to take advantage of that opportunity, is going to seize that opportunity, or whether we simply see a continuation of another regime with a new Mugabe, that's the question I think everybody's trying to answer.
Yeah, from the speech, we certainly did not get the whole answer. We'll keep an eye on it for the next few days. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.